Just to pick up from where we left off yesterday, once again in the work of Rabbi Asher Weiss, the Minchat Asher Corona edition. Rabbi Weiss's next essay is about. I'll just read to you the question which is put to him. B'makom sheniskeru b'teken esiyot, or v'telat tefillah b'tzibor. At a time when shuls are closed and you can't have tefillah b'tzibor, which of course, as we defined yesterday, is a minyan, minimally a minyan praying together, starting the Amidah in the best sense, starting the Amidah at the same time. And everybody prays by themselves. Is the right thing that everybody should daven at the same time? So wherever you are, if you're joining in, whether you're in London, whether you're in Jerusalem, whether you're in New York, if you're focusing on you're in the same Zoom call, should everyone be davening at the same time in their home or wherever else they are, even though they're not physically together? Since there is a principle that we've learned in the Talmud, that if at all possible, a person should pray at the same time that the community is praying. Well, what does this mean? If a person unavoidably is not able to pray with a minyan, and unfortunately this is not a situation limited simply to lockdown, then if at all possible, they should try and pray at the same time as a community is praying. So a friend of mine, for instance, a while ago now, had to be at work very, very early in Canary Wharf before there was a minyan in Canary Wharf. And he would get to Canary Wharf and he would attempt, if at all possible, to daven the same time that a shul in London was davening. So he, so to speak, allied himself to that minyan, which I think the earliest minyan which he could find in London. So that's the question which Rabbi Weiss is asked, which he addresses, and he draws a distinction between, again, two concepts. One is tefillah b'tzibor, communal prayer, which as we've defined using the primary example of the Amidah, and the other is the idea of tefillat rabim, which he's looked at previously, but develops more in this essay. Tefillat rabim, meaning the prayer of the multitudes, and this idea is different to tefillah b'tzibor. Tefillah b'tzibor would appear to relate to the specific act of everyone davening together in the same place at the same time. Tefillat rabim seems a more general term, which is relating to the idea, as we mentioned yesterday, of people doing a mitzvah at the same time. As the pasuk in Mishlei says, in Proverbs says, "Barov am hadrat melech," when lots of people are doing a mitzvah at the same time, that's greater glory for God. So therefore, maybe you might wish to posit that even if people can't be together in the same place for tefillah b'tzibor, if at least wherever they are, London, New York, Skegness, wherever they are, Jerusalem, then maybe by somehow doing the same action at the same time, even if they are disparate, there is some form of mitzvah rabim, or the mitzvah of the rabim doing something together. And maybe that would also apply in a more standard case, let's say outside of the lockdown, for people that just can't get to shul in any way at all. So those are the parameters Rabbi Weiss sets out. Tomorrow morning, all being well, we will delve into some of his answers and analysis of the best way to proceed. In the meantime, have a great day.
Sure. Thank you. Have a